100 celebrities versus 1 gorilla. Now, if you think they're gonna work together, fam, they're celebrities. They're more selfish than a TikToker during a funeral.
Don't you give up, nah, 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 I won't give up.
So it's all about me, me, me. Number 1, Trump. Now, when it comes to big man Trump, he's literally a big man. Man's is 6'3", but he's 78, so just like an angry feminist, he's harmless. Number 2, The Rock. To be honest, The Rock might actually try to fight this thing in real life. Just look at the size of this guy. Plus, he was a professional wrestler, so at the very least, he knows how to grapple. But here's the problem. See, unlike The Rock's muscles, the gorilla is 100% natural. And these freaks of nature can lift up to 1,800 pounds or 800 kgs. And they have a bite force of 1,300 psi, which is 2 times more than the average lion. You know, the king of the jungle? Yeah, Dwayne doesn't stand a chance, fam. But at the very least, he'll do to it what Will Smith did to the Oscars. He'll wreck it. So the gorilla is now at 80% health. Number 3, Snoop Dogg. Now, we all know Snoop. There's 0% chance this man is gonna pull up to this fight sober. So even if he pulls out his strap, it's just gonna be like Kanye's PR team. Useless, because he's gonna be so lit that he'll miss every single shot. But if he offers the gorilla some gas though,
That's a different story.
nah, because Snoop's gas is just like Michelle Obama, it's ridiculously strong, fam. So chances are the gorilla's gonna be tripping balls for at least an hour. So now the gorilla's health is at 85%. Taylor Swift, fam. The only way that Taylor can possibly contribute to this battle is if she wipes off her makeup, fam. I'm sorry, because even for a giant gorilla seeing this would traumatize it, G. Why do men always cry about wanting natural women but are such hypocrites? Taylor Swift is pretty both ways. Lady, no she's not. Drake. How? He couldn't even beat a midget in a rap battle.
Embarrassing.
Michelle Obama. Fam, just look at her biceps. Look at her back muscles. Now I get why Obama's been loyal for over 30 years. He's just scared that if he cheats on her, she'll punch him into a coma. That's not a wife. That's a threat with earrings, fam.
You need to leave.
Nah, Shorty's built like Yujiro Hanma. She's knocking some sense into that gorilla for sure. So now the gorilla's health is at 80%. Michael Jackson. Now, before we even get into the fight, let me make one thing clear. MJ was the greatest musician. No, the greatest entertainer to ever live. This is not up for debate, fam. This is a fact. Jackson's aura was so insane, he had grown men and women fainting at his presence. But if we're talking current MJ against the gorilla, his chances of success...
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
The gorilla will probably use this man's ribs as toothpicks, but let's say hypothetically though we had a way to bring him back. I find a magic lamp and a genie pops up offering me 3 wishes. The first thing I'm wishing for is a bigger pee-pee. Duh! But my second wish, bro, I can't even say that on YouTube, fam. My third wish is to bring him back. Do you have any idea how amazing a Chris Brown Michael Jackson collab album would be? This would go so hard, G. Enough beating around the bush. Let's get to the battle at hand. See, when MJ wasn't making generation-defining music or doing sus activities with kiddies, he would play around with his pet monkey, Bubbles. And unlike white women with their kids, he actually had Bubbles under control. This man would use sign language to get the monkey to sit down. Sign language, people! And since chimps are kinda related to gorillas, he'd be able to work the same magic, or at least distract it long enough for someone to grab its balls. And speaking of balls, LeBron. Now, while researching celebrities for this list, get it? Research? Because it's my name? Please like me. While researching LeBron, I came across this crazy article about his feet, fam. So for one, this man is so tall and his arms are so long that he can pet an elephant standing up. Real talk, he's already got the height advantage over the gorilla. 2, he's a forceful dude.
Well, duh.
It's basketball. What is he supposed to do? Sweet talk his way into the net? 3, he could power a small city. Now, the first time I read this, I was like,
Stop dick riding, bro.
but fam, it's actually true. Every time this freak of nature dunks, he generates a peak power output of close to 9,300 watts. Basically, he generates enough energy to power 93 light bulbs or 10 microwaves of the average house's electric needs for over a minute every time he dunks. So versus the gorilla, He's still getting cooked, fam. This man is not a fighter, so despite his impressive stats, the gorilla will still drop him faster than Adidas did Kanye. A gorilla's punch is strong enough to break bones, so while I will admit that he for sure damages it, he doesn't beat it. Gorilla health, 70%. Greta Thunberg, aka the climate change chick. All Greta can really do is just bore the gorilla to death by yapping about climate change, and apparently she's also vegan? No wonder she always looks tired. Get your nutrients up, Greta. It always gets me when vegans think they can make a difference by not eating meat, because I'll eat 4 times the amount of meat a normal person does just to spite them. You're not saving
Baba Bowie.
So go ahead and eat some chicken. Come on. Look at it. Look at how juicy it is. So we're gonna give the gorilla some time to rest while we set up the second batch of celebrities in part 2.